guys, you want to go for a ride? Figure this out. Ain't that's a gear. Oh yeah, that's a gear. So, what have I been doing? Well, wheeling and dealing as usual. Got a text message from my neighbor up the road, and he was looking for a utility trailer that he could use to bring back a John Deere, I think it's a tractor. It's got like a 60-inch snowblower or something. And he was wondering if I had anything or knew of anything, and I was like, maybe. And then he said that he might have a deal to trade. So happened to have a 185, I think, or a 200S Honda. And you know me, I kind of like those Hondas. So anyway, my father's had this snowmobile trailer, two-place snowmobile trailer. And of course, the tires were junk. And he thought he had a set of tires that he got from somebody, and of course they didn't fit quite right. This is an original tire. As you can see, it had those big fat, you know, balloony type tires on it, and this one here has got some cracking in it, but it does hold air, so I guess it'd be okay for a spare. So trip to old Harbor Freight, and we put some new tires on it for him. They were $47 with a 20% coupon, $59 without the coupon. And then we had to check it out for the deck, and of course the plywood shot. Anybody bought plywood lately? Super expensive. So I happen to have a couple of these pieces of 1/2-inch or 3/8 T111, and so I just put it over the top, and now it's good and solid. This sheet over here was marginal, but it's I kind of stood on it and walked around on it. It's not great, but it's not totally rotted out. The other thing we had to do is we had to get some lights working on it. So believe it or not, I got all the lights working, and even the side marker lights down here are working, so all good. I was going to take this antenna off. I think my dad might have used this as a like to line up with or something, but as you can see, it's kind of shot, so I think he used it so he could back into it or whatever. So I'm going to take that off and get that out of there. But it's got safety chains on it. Plug's all wired up good now. It's nothing special. I swept some of the dirt off it, and as you can see, it's still there. But it's a trailer, and it's got brand new tires on it. I even packed the bearings, so it's you know, it's not bad. You know, it is what it is. It's actually got a nice cool thing too that I forgot to grab, but it's leaning up against the barn. But you can see here it has like this metal piece here, and it's got a big, probably 3-4 foot wide metal ramp for snowmobile. You know, so you can run the snowmobiles up on it, so it's wide. And so hopefully we'll be able to add on to this video a little bit, and I'll show you what we traded for. But I wanted to get this in before we made the trade, so you can see what we traded for. Well, guys, this is part of the deal. I know he wanted to get rid of it, and the three-wheeler was more what I'm interested in, but this was in front of the three-wheeler, so this came home first, and three-wheeler might come home a little bit later. So anyway, what's the deal with this? Well, it's a 5116, it looks like. Simplicity. It's got a 16 horse twin cylinder IC Briggs and Stratton on it. The tire was junk, so I threw a tube in it, and now we're good to go there. The mower deck, I noticed, has some rot in it here, starting right in here, but that's an easy patch. And other than that, it's just been dirty, been sitting in his barn. I think it'll clean right up pretty good. I worked on this machine a long time ago. It had a steering issue, and I don't recall what it was, but I know I had to take all of everything off to get to it. It was a major pain in the butt. But my old Simplicity, my 68, blew up this summer, and this one showed up in a deal, so I was like, well, I guess maybe I could use it. It's got a bigger deck. I mean, I don't know, that's got to be probably at least a 42-inch deck, so better than that 30-inch deck, I guess. But supposedly it runs. I think we should get a battery in it. And he said the battery's probably toast. They jump started it, I guess, and they had it running. But we'll check the oil in it. That might be a good idea before we start. Holy crap. Cranking on it. Well, it's got oil in it. She's kind of on the low side. I think we'll add a little bit to that. And we'll go from there. I'll bring you right back. Okay, nothing there. Must be a safety switch here somewhere. Not getting good enough connection. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I gotta turn the switch on, dummy. Makes sense. Oh, we got rotation. Throttle's up. Pull the choke. Well, it fired for a second. You want to go for a ride? Figure this out. Ain't that's a gear. Oh, yeah, that's a gear. We're under motion. There we go. Not too bad. It's got a little bit of a growl in it, but not too bad. High gear. Oh. That might have made her idle down a little bit. Not up too high on the throttle, I don't think. Yeah, that's about all I got for throttle. Motor runs real sweet. Sounds good. Sorry for getting wind noise. It's a bit chilly out here today. by the deck. Now that we're pointing this way, I would say maybe this lever. Okay, that tired her out a little bit. Yeah, rotation. I definitely could use more throttle. Continuation here on the trailer trade. This is the second part of the trade. This is a three-wheeler. See? 1, 2, 3. Let's figure out what year it is. We just brought it home. Barn fresh. I mean, the thing is like in really nice shape. Plastic's not broke up or anything. It's been in a barn for quite a while. Front plastic is good. Brand new tires. Still got the deets on them. Back tires are real good. Huge tires. He's got probably 25s on there, I would say. Got some big balloones. Yep, 25 12/8. They're hard to find. Let's see here. Wow, it doesn't even have a sticker on it she sold. It does have a VIN number on it. Usually it's got a sticker up here on the head tube to tell me what year it is. But just by my guess, I would say 82. What are you thinking? 82, 81, 82? I don't think it's an 83 or 84. I want to say it's back. It's an ATC 200. There is a crack in the plastic here, but it doesn't say anything else. It's got a crank in the tank up here, but it's not looking to be rusted through. I have not looked in the tank. Figured since we had it up here, we'd look at it quick. I think the bearings are good. The brakes are dragging pretty good, or the chain. Something is dragging, because when we loaded it, it was it rolled and then it would drag and then it would roll and it would drag. So I think just the brakes are hanging up in it. I did pull it over very slowly. I think there's a mouse nest in the filter. Exhaust looks to all be there. It's got a shinier new plug in it. Like I said, I did pull it over real slow just to make sure that it was gonna roll, and it did. So but yeah, let's get it off the trailer. Let's see what we really got here. Okay guys, we're going in for the first time. This is covered in pigeon poop, and it's pretty grody. Well, we got her turning. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty clean. That's very clean. I know you guys can't see very good with the light. You guys see in there? Check that out. Get the bottom of that. You guys see over there? I think that's pretty darn clean. Let's put the gas cap back on it and clean the pigeon poop off it. See what we really got. Anyway, I took a rag to it in about 10 minutes, and that's all I did. I took a old dirty rag and wiped it down, wiped a lot of the crud off it. Notice that there is a crack here in the fender, which that's not too bad. We already pointed out that crack there. This one here seems to be pretty loose, so I assume that there's a break in it here. There is, right up along the inside of this. I'm pretty sure that should be connected. This one feels good. But overall, this thing is in really nice shape. A couple little scratches and stuff, but let's get this seat off. Oh yeah, that could be an issue. Oh, she got some chicken feathers in there. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't pull her over too hard. You don't want to suck that cuckoo caca into your carburetor. Bad day. But there's that crack right there extending through. I think we can, that's on the inside. We could probably patch that, weld that back together. It'd be okay. Let's get the vacuum cleaner out and see if we can suck that out of there. And I don't know how long she's been running without an air cleaner on her, but I don't think much. I don't think this machine has a lot of time on it, but running without an air cleaner, if it was running without an air cleaner, really does mess things up. Score up the cylinder, plug up a valve. So let's get the vacuum out. This job sucks. Oh, I think I got the chicken and the egg. This has to be the worst air box I think I've ever dug into. There is so much crap in here that it's actually solidified. Look at that. That's pretty bad. I mean, having a mouse nest is one thing, but having that's a lot of crap coming out of there. I just had to show you guys that. That was pretty bad. So when you're salvaging a machine out of the barn, first step, clean it out. Make sure that anything that's going to suck up and cause more issues is out of this thing, which we have done. Notice the sticker on the one side has come completely off, but the other one has got a little remnants. The next thing you got to do is you got to check the Earl. Make sure she's got some Earl in her. Well, that's good. It moved. Oh, it's black. It's black, but it's got oil in it. What I'm doing is I'm kind of letting it drip here off the stick. You can see how it's puddling up. See that little pool? That means it's got gas in the oil. It doesn't have water. Well, maybe it does on the bottom, but because the oil, see how it's dripping? Got it? Drip. See? That shouldn't be that thin. That oil is awful thin. So that's telling me that she's got gas in the oil. Let's find a clean rag here somewhere, or cleaner rag. Okay guys, I got the plug loosened up, got it out of the hole. What do you guys think? She looks a little carbon-y. Definitely getting some oil up on the top. So that could be because it was running rich. But it's a spark plug. It's loose. Plug cap, that could cause an issue. Fell right off in my hand. Let's see if we can screw. Is this the screw type kind? I think it is. Screw that back on. That feels better. It doesn't want to come off, so. Okay, let's set this up. Should we clean it first? Probably should, but you know me, I won't. We're just checking here. We're going to try to find the ground spot. That looks like a good spot. I'll get you guys down here so you guys might be able to see. I'll zoom you up on it maybe. Maybe then we'll really see it. Okay, we got her in the shot. Let me know if it sparks, okay? Holler real loud. Maybe I'll hear you. Kill switch is on. I'm not seeing anything. You guys seeing anything? Nothing. So, I has a feeling. I just came down from editing and I did see that spark. So, the wonders of post-production and editing, and we actually could see that there was sparks. So that saved me a lot of goofing around and money buying parts and stuff. I would have probably looked at it closer off camera, but we saw it. So I'm back out here again because I want a cold start, don't you? Let's get it set up. Okay, we got the plug back in it. I threw a rag just because there's still some debris. I've sucked it out with a vacuum cleaner, but you know, got a can of Harvey Spooner Hooter juice. Just a hoot or two will do you, according to the Harvey. So let's make sure the switch is good. Let's give her a shot. Nothing yet. Got a lot of compression here. Nothing. Got a throttle here. Let's see if we can open the throttle up. It's got good suction though. I would think it would start. I think that was a fire. I think. I opened the throttle and it felt like kind of like it fired. Whew. Wonder if I can find something to hold that throttle. Let's look. Okay, we open the throttle up a little bit. If it does take off, the throttle will be stuck wide open. Whew. opener of the old electric start, and it feels like it's got compression, but I can't get any fire in the hole, which could be a spark plug issue. So, like I said, that's an R plug, and when they get wet, they do not like to work. And this doesn't have a lot of spark to begin with. They're not real hot spark. The plug is pretty wet. I don't like the end cap on it either. Kind of just spinning around. I'll give it a shot down the cylinder again. I know it's a lot of ether, but like I said, I'm not really sure how good that dollar store brand ether is. I know I had some that was really bad. I can't remember if it was dollar store though. And the throttle's not wide open, it's about half open. So it should give us plenty enough to get her to roll if it's going to roll. We're getting nothing. Nothing. Huh. What do you think? Different spark plug? See what we got. So, I just took the plug out of my old 200S that does run. That's this one. You can see it's a little carboned up, but I haven't had the spark plug out of that since I put it in, about 10 years ago. This is the new one. I cleaned it up on the wire wheel and everything. This is out of the newer bike here that I'm working on. Notice an issue? This one much longer. This one much shorter. I'm wondering if it's got the wrong plug in it. I mean, I just pulled that out of my 200S. So, and this is a 200 motor. I suppose being that it's older, it could be different, but I'm going to try screwing this in there very easily and pulling it over very slowly, probably just by hand, and seeing if it hits the plug. If it hits the plug, we may have a problem, but a short plug like that, I didn't think that might not go to it. So okay, let me just roll it by hand easy. We'll see what happens here if it's up against the plug. It's turning. I went all the way over with it. It didn't go whack. I've got a brand spanking new plug over here. Long one though. What do you guys think? Pull that one out? That's been a good one in my 200S, so let's get this one out. If that plug wasn't going all the way down in, how the heck are you going to get any spark, you know? Especially the weak spark that this stuff has. Come on. I'm going to rotate it by hand again, just to make sure before we go crazy with it. It's actually got pretty good compression. I think it's getting a little oil pumped up to it. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's got a decompressor built into it too, which could be an issue, but I'll give it another hoot of spray. We'll try it with the old Milwaukee electric starter here. I think it fired. Oh, it definitely fired. I'll show you what it did. It didn't break the crank, that's a good thing. My little 1/4 inch adapter to 3/8 bit the big one. Snappy, snappy. So let's go back to the recoil because we know we got fire. We'll go back on the recoil again and try that. Okay. I also turned the gas on. I'm not sure what that is that's in there. Could be water. Probably cheap ethanol type gas, but let's just give it a crank. Should I take that throttle lock off? I think all I got to do is knock that off and it'll come back. So. I just flipped the choke up and it died, which is interesting. So let's just try firing it up again. Come on, baby. Well, definitely needs a carburetor taken apart. But, cold start. Awesome. We did her. So, again, guys, thanks again for watching, subscribing, commenting. Another Honda lives again. I might have to tag Harvey in this one. He's going to love it. Thanks again. Bye, guys.